Good morning, boys and girls. We are on page 78, lesson 16 for homework. Make sure you are turning to the correct page. We are on page 78, lesson 16, homework. Now, the first equation it says here, solve using tape diagrams. So if you notice, I drew tape diagrams so that you can visually see what is going on. So problem number 1 says, a gardener installed 42 and 6 meters of fencing in a week. He installed 13.45 meters on Monday and 9.5 meters on Tuesday. He installed the rest of the fence in equal lengths on Wednesday through Friday. How many meters of fencing did he install on each of the last 3 days? So what's really important when you guys are solving for word problems is that you're visualizing in your head what is going on. What is the story that we are listening to? So the story we are listening to is that a gardener is installing, which means he's putting in fencing. Fencing like the fence you put around your house or the fence we have around our school, right? So we know that each day he's working on the fence and he's making sure that there's equal lengths. So the first thing I noticed is that the gardener installed 42.6 meters of fencing in a week. So in 1 week he installed 42.6. So that's what I wrote here, 42.6 meters. Now it says next he installed 13.5 meters on Monday. So on Monday right here I put 13.45 meters on Monday. And then it says on Tuesday, he installed 9.5 meters. So I wrote down here 9.5 meters on Tuesday. And he installed the rest of the fence in equal lengths on Wednesday through Friday. So that means that they're going to be of equal length for Wednesday and Friday. And then how many meters of fencing did he install on each of the last 3 days? So we're trying to figure out for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, how much did he install then? Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 13.45 plus 9.5. So I'm adding 13.45 plus 9.5. And you can add a 0 right there if you want to because numbers after a decimal are zeros. So it helps me to see which ones are being added together. If it even helps you even more, if you want to draw lines in between each of your numbers so that your place values don't get mixed up, that's a good idea too. So I know that 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Bring down my decimal. Always bring down your decimal. 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. Carry my 1. Bring down my 2. And 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So right now we have 22 and 95 meters. Now that I have that number, I know that I need to make sure that they are being divided equally, okay? So I know that this right here, 13.45 plus 9.50 is equal to 22.95, okay? Now I'm going to subtract 42.6 so that I can figure out what is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday all together. So that's what I'm going to do. 42.60 minus 22.95. And again, I added a 0 so that I remember that I am subtracting a place value right there. Otherwise, you might forget. So I'm going to make sure I draw my lines so that all of my numbers are in the right place value. I cannot subtract 0 minus 5, so I'm going to regroup, and I get 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. My 6 changes to a 5. Again, I have to regroup because 9 is smaller than 5. 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. 2 changes to a 0. Not a 0, 1. Bring down your decimal. When you're adding and subtracting, make sure you're bringing down your decimal. 1 minus 2 is too small, so I need to regroup again. 11 minus 2 is going to give me 9. 4 changes to a 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So I get 19 and 65. Now, I need to figure out for each of them, how much is each fencing is done every day. He said he did it in equal amount, right? It says right here, he installed the rest of the fence in equal lengths. So I'm going to divide by 3, and I'm going to be taking this number right here. which is 19.65, and I am going to divide. I don't know if I have enough space there. I'm actually going to move that number here. Sorry, you guys. 19.65. Now I'm going to divide. 3 can go into 1. No, 3 can't go into 1. But 3 can go into 19 5 times. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. Bring down my 6. 3 can go. Did I do that right? 19.65. Oh, I just realized something. I did this one wrong. I'm going to do that again. 3 can actually go into 19 6 times. I almost made a mistake, but that's okay. I fixed it before. I totally forgot about it. So 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Subtract. 19 minus 18 is 1. Bring down my 6. 3 can go into 16 5 times because 3 times 5 is equal to 15. I subtract. 16 minus 15 is equal to 1, and bring down my 5. 3 can go into 15 5 times because 5 times 3 is equal to 15. I subtract, and I get 0. Now, I'm not quite done yet because I need to make sure I move my decimal where it's supposed to go, and it goes right above. So my final answer is going to be 6.55 meters is installed on the last 3 days. Okay, now we're going to move on to problem number 2. For problem number 2, it says here, Jenny charges $9.15 an hour to babysit toddlers and $7.45 an hour to babysit school-age children. If Jenny babysat toddlers for 9 hours and school-age children for 6 hours, how much money did she earn in all? So what I'm looking here is I am focusing on how much she is babysitting for her hours. So I'm imagining this lady, her name is Jenny, and she's charging to babysit toddlers. Toddlers are about 2 years old. So I'm picturing that in my head. I'm picturing the story that I need to solve. Now, she's figuring out if she has $9.15 to babysit for 9, how many hours? 9 hours. That's what I'm writing here. So 9 hours for $9.15. And then we have $7.45 for 6 hours. So that's the 2 equations I wrote down. And now I'm going to multiply to figure it out. So 9 times 5 is equal to 45. Carry my 4, bring down my 5. 9 times 1 is equal to 9. 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. And 9 times 9 is 81. 81 plus 1 is equal to 82. Now, I need to make sure that I move my decimal over 1 2 times, and I do the same thing to my answer. Another way to figure that out is to estimate. Okay, if I'm estimating 9 times 9, right? I'm rounding my $9.15 to $9, rounding it to 9 and figuring out if I were to multiply that times 9, where would I put my decimal? Would I put it at 82? Or would I put it at 823? It's definitely not 823 because 9 times 9 is 81. So it's going to be at 82. Okay? Now, 5 times 6 is equal to 30. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 24 plus 3 is equal to 27. 6 times 7 is 42. And 42 plus 2 is equal to 44. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure I move my decimal over twice, or I'm estimating in my head. 7 times 6 is equal to 42, so it should be, my decimal should go right here. Now, I'm going to add those numbers together. So I am taking this number right here, 44.70 and $82.35. I'm adding that together in order to find out how much money did she earn in all. So 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6.